Okay, so this is game number 2 of our not necromantic. Start again. This is game number 2 of our Imperial Nobility run. We've got a pretty basic nobility team. We've got a wrestle lineman, and other than that, it's just the 4 bodyguards, the 2 blitzers, a thrower. We've got 11 players, 1 loner, 2 rerolls, and an apothecary. We're up against Black Orcs. So 2 of the, perhaps, I would say, viewed as traditionally less powerful starting teams, at least. I think Black Orcs get quite good at higher TV, to be honest, but at starting TV, certainly not perceived as one of the good teams. Looks like they've just gone for all the Black Orcs. Goblins to 12, 3 rerolls, no troll, I think is the noticeable thing here. No troll and no apothecary, but you've got all the Black Orcs and you've got 12 players. Seems like a pretty decent start to me. And they'll get a tiny bit of extra inducement money because we have bought that apothecary. Right, it's the starter box matchup. This is literally like if you buy the 2020 Blood Bowl box set, this is what you get. And in some ways perfect for the theme of introducing new coaches. Like if I'm advertising this as a stream to come to if you're a new coach, well, hey, if you are a new coach and you either just got or want to get that box set, how's this for your starting set? Basically fresh nobility against fresh Black Orcs. We're not quite fresh because we've got an apothecary, but very close to the starting team. Why don't we just do the full 5? Because I'm not protecting you, am I? And we've got, once you're putting at least one of these bodyguards in the front line, you might as well put all of them because they can't blitz all of them. They can only blitz one. And this way we can do like a really wide formation. And the reason I like this is just, it means that if anything happens, like a fumbled pickup or a blitz or any other situation that lets you pressure the ball early, we've got really nice pitch coverage to either side. Come join MisspelledTree. She plays with knobs live on stream. I don't see what's wrong with that stream title. Listen, all I'm saying is for that stream title, you've all got to pay a lot more. Morning, Hendy. I feel like we've started on a particular foot this morning. We've started on a particular foot and I'm not sure I'm happy about it. Not sure I should encourage this anymore. I'll encourage it, don't worry. I know you will, Colleen. I know you will. I'm so excited I'm going to see you soon. I'm so excited for Chicken Bowl. Brilliant coaching gets them a rerolls. They've now got 4 rerolls. It's quite a lot of rerolls. Good for them as well, because even though Brawler, in theory, helps with turnovers, in practice, it doesn't help that much. Surprised they didn't grab us in here. I thought this was set up to drag us into that space there and foul us. Oh, we're down 1 already. This is the classic Imperial Nobility problem. They're just very fragile. They're good at getting in the way as long as they have players, but sometimes they don't have players very long. Hey, Lionhouse. Lionhouse, I keep forgetting. You sent it to me ages ago now to have a proper look at that tournament rule set you sent me, and you probably have already moved on and decided what you're doing with it. I'm really sorry. I really have meant to have a proper look at it. And I forget. And then I see you in chat and I'm like, oh, I need to look at that thing. And then I forget again. They're not very hard knobs. So far, these knobs, you'd have to say they're a bit limp. It's up for pre-sale, okay. Where is it and when is it? Is it one I could get to? Is it one I could get to? I'm really sorry I didn't get to it. I honestly, like, the last few weeks have been really busy and also really chaotic for me, as you can possibly tell from the fact that I haven't really been streaming much. I was just saying at the start of this stream, like, I've done playoff streams recently, but I can't even think when the last time I just did a random ladder stream was, so things have been busy. Okay, so is there a way to hit that ball? First question. Even if you're not going to do it, I think it's always worth asking the question. And the answer is yes. For a 3-2-2, we could get 2 dice on the ball. And there's a part of me that doesn't hate that, because honestly, once this gets into a cage, it's going to be a lot harder to hit. Problem is, when you got 2 rerolls. If I had 3 rerolls, or if this had dodge, I'd feel a lot more keen to take it on. I think since I don't, I might just go for this hit on a goblin. Okay, it's not bad, is it? Get rid of one. Let's jam some stand firm around this guy. Yes, yes, something, something. Firm knobs in the way. Alright, call that there. Yeah, poor Andy, I hope he's alright. I think he's been exhausted recently, and I get it. Like, you know, I don't stream anywhere near as much as Andy does. But sometimes when life is putting a lot on your plate, even though streaming is fun, it can still feel like, oh gosh, like, oh, have I got the time and the energy to do this on top of everything else that life's putting on my plate? And Andy streams 5 nights a week, puts videos on YouTube every day of the week. It's actually a lot to do. I know it doesn't sound like it, but it actually really is a lot to do on top of a regular job. So I hope he's enjoying some time off. I think he's back tonight, isn't he? I'm only worried for him that he took some time off and timed it to watch the England game last night. And if anyone else watched the England game, Colin and I have already been talking about this morning. God, that was terrible and boring. But I don't think he has been playing with knobs. At least not on stream. WV12. This is not an Andy Davo stream, Lionhouse. I don't know what WV12 means. M6 is by Birmingham. So somewhere in the Midlands? There's a separate channel for that. There's been a lot of beer cup throwing on the football. There's been a lot of beer cup throwing. That's why I put Junction 10 on the M6. But I'm from the south, so I used to live, when I was at uni, I went to Warwick University, so I lived in that, I mean, not really that right there, but like that ish part of the country. So I had like some sense of the M6, but I'm not a postcode fiend like some other popular streamers who we've already been talking about. think we just have to like do the nobility thing here a bit and base up, because that's how we're going to get our hits. That's a good pal. Just like putting a little bit of pressure on here now, which I'm keen for. Still only one. Good. We'll not follow up with you. I think it's worth jamming another player in here, right? Like the stand firm is already on the ball, so adding an extra player in here just gives you a chance to hit it. So I think we just bring you back here. So yeah, what I don't like here is I'm giving up more hits than I want to. What I do like here is we've now got 3 of their Black Orcs kind of tied up on these players here. So you could bring this in here, hit with the Goblin, and that frees up that one. But this one probably isn't going to get us to do anything else. This one's probably not going to get us to do anything. And so now you've only got 3 Black Orcs that are actually free, maybe this 4th one, to look after the ball. And once you can isolate the Goblins from the Black Orcs a bit more, then you're dealing with a Goblin team, not a Black Orc team. So that's the thinking anyway. That's the thinking. Oh my God, Steve Marty, you're making me feel bad again for the fact we haven't done a podcast in so long. I think at this point, the next podcast will be Bang Average Chicken Bowl. There's definitely going to be a podcast, Bang Average Chicken Bowl. We will do a live podcast. Almost certainly with some special guests, which will be exciting. It's about 45 minutes centre of Birmingham. Okay. Stream at the same time as Blood Bowl Nut? Blood Bowl Nut's streaming all the time at the moment. You'd almost do well to stream at a different time to Blood Bowl Nut with the amount he's streaming. Oh, they just went for the push. I thought they would... Did they not use Brawler? Why not use Brawler there? See if you can re-roll that both down into a power, because you had a push on the other dice. There was no risk on it. So now this Goblin has to dodge, which we're very happy about. Down another retainer. I guess it doesn't have to dodge. It could just stand there and let us hit it, but you'd think it wants to dodge. You do Bubble Nut when you... I honestly, I hadn't realised Bubble Nut was live, but yeah, I just stream when I can. It's not it's not like I saw Blood Bowl Nut was on and was like, haha. Because Blood Bowl Nut's fun to watch. And you should all definitely check him out as well. Are we just going to take... The problem is you like can't pick this ball up. So we're playing 9 on 9, which is good. But the ball isn't actually somewhere that we can really get it, which is less good. I feel like that has to be the blitz. And then we could try the 4+ pickup, but if we fail it, we get served. I think maybe it's blitz here and then go stand here, which could still get a serve, but at least it's going to force you to spend some players on it because of the fend. I think that's got to be the blitz. Lovely pal. Then, I mean, there's got to be a way we could get through here, right? It's got to be a way. That can be a 2 dice. Nice pow again. That's a red dice. We put in 1 player here. It becomes a 1 dice. We could put 2 in and make it a 2 dice, but then no one's left to go and get the ball again. Or we try the red dice. The problem is we need to do the rush, otherwise even the 1 dice is going to block our own way. Okay, so we really would love to see a POW here. We do not see a POW here. So I guess we just have to push you into there. Now we have not got a way through. Fair enough. I don't love it, but I think you've just got to stand up. You get served here. Can hit that. Maybe. I feel like that may just be wildly optimistic sending you there, but let's see what happens. Got to go clean the car out, don't want to, no. Circling back after tangent, it would be great to get me people from the Twitch community fundable. Lionhouse, feel free to drop a link in chat if you would like to, if you haven't already. Please do plug it. I love the idea behind it of doing something different as a tournament, so okay, thrower not dead. I'd love to see it. Stand firm. Love to see it. Do love stand firm. It's so obnoxious on the bodyguards. It's really, really good. The team overall, not good, but there are things about it that are fun and good. And the stand firm wrestle bodyguards are the main thing. They're the biggest thing by far. That is fun and good on the team. I would like them all to have armor 11 plus. Maybe if we save up, we can just get them all 11 plus armor. So they can just do their job of standing and getting punched really well. Just get them guard and then save up for armor. I actually don't even hate that plan. Like, I was sort of joking, but then when I say it, I'm like, is that even a bad plan? Sounds kind of like it could be a good plan. Yeah, October's super busy for me as well, even just with tournaments. Right, so we'll take this 2 dice. Don't get the power, but we do get to at least stick this knob on the ball. I feel like maybe we need to do some... Do we do red dicing, or do we stand up and take a 1 dice? And we get 1 dice and potentially another 1 dice. Then maybe a 3 plus hit the ball. So there's now a 3 plus hit the ball. I think we take this first. Maybe this needs to come back around. Okay, not what we were hoping for, but it's alright. Made the dodge. Did not get the POW, but what we can do is use stand firm here to be annoying. Do we sacrifice Gruff to keep that Black Orc from blitzing? I think we do, because, like, who else is going to help blitz them free here? These 2 are on the floor. That one's tied up, that one's tied up. So I think, yeah, we have to just sacrifice Gruff now. Sorry, Gruff. What team am I using in the NAF tournament? I'm using Dark Elves. Is that a double skull? Yeah, double skull. They did re-roll it. Be gentle. Crowd is gentle. Good. So they have got a numbers advantage on the pitch again now, but at least we'll get Gruff back later. Hey, BB Jock and Hargrim. Rude. Goblins powing our knobs. Don't let goblins play with your knobs. I think I have a ticket for Water Bowl. I can't remember now. There was a period when I was just panic signing up for everything. And I feel like Water Bowl might have been one of the things I panic signed up for.
I choose violence.
I did choose violence. But I can't even remember. Yeah, well, there was a few things I panic signed up for, and some of them I definitely didn't need to panic sign up for, but I just did anyway. But I think with Water Bowl, the reason I think I did it is because I think last year's Water Bowl, I remembered how quick it had gone, or this year's even, I guess, not last year's. This is just the problem with Nobility, right? Like, we're taking so many hits on armor 8+ pieces and armor 9+ pieces. Like, things are going to die. It's just, like, unavoidable. I do think... Checking the list. Okay, yeah. I think they were a bit reckless leaving that until the last, because if any of those blocks had gone wrong, we would have had a free surf on that ball carrier. But they didn't, and so we didn't. Should have said those first. Kind of wish I did that in different order and I could have had that free. Alright. Rowdy 4+ dodge for red dice serve. Or come round here. 1 dice punch. Sod it. Oh, made the dodge. Oh, I've got to reroll that now, right? I've got to. Haven't got block, but just the chance to surf this block. It's so tempting. Let's go. Let's go. 4+ dodge into red dice surf. Get out of here. And bring you up here. Let's go. That was so rowdy. I could have planned that turn better, because I think what I should have done is actually just not stood that up when I did, and I could have brought that in and surfed from here much more easily. But shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's not what I did. Never even checked. So what happened? Got KO'd. Okay, so we might be 1 block down in the second half. You hate dice reliant bangers like me? No, you don't. You love it. You live for this, ferret. I know you. I've met you before. I'm looking forward to Dimmy's tournament with Ferret really soon as well. I've heard Ferret's bringing some ogres because he would never do dice reliant banging. There've been so many pals on these guys. It's kind of amazing that we haven't lost a bodyguard yet. Counter surf. They can't counter surf this turn because they've already used their blitz, but they have put that in a not great square for next turn. Turn away on 6. So they do need to start moving a little bit. So one of the problems Black Orcs have is they're not very fast. Well, they're not just not very fast, they're slow. Goblins are a little faster, but... Oh, cheeky dodge, okay. We're going to have to try and dodge and hit this again, aren't we? If we go here, I can make that 2 dice, doesn't really do that much for us. I think it's just going to have to be the 3+ dodge to do that. Which I'm not excited about. Don't really see a better play. I'd like to bring this up here, because then we can hit there, but it doesn't really gain us anything because they've based this anyway. Guess it. No, it doesn't because that's it up. So yeah, if we've just kind of don't want to put the reroll in on that when this is more important, so I think we've got to go for this first, unfortunately. Okay, make the dodge. Make the pause. Don't get an armor break. We do get the ball out of bounds. And that is probably quite a good throw for us. Does that change my thoughts? Maybe we're just hitting here now. And then maybe trying to dodge you to get on the ball after. So maybe it'd be nice to get it on the thrower, right? The problem is if we go for the thrower dodge and fail it, we free up these goblins. And kind of the most important thing here is that we don't free up these goblins. So I think we need to hit those. Oh dear. Okay. Push that back. Stay where we are. So now this is 2 dice. Okay, so that's good. Just giving that bodyguard surf, but hey ho. Okay. Now, scoring threat. That was some good dice. That was just some good dice there, wasn't it? I had a double skull, which scared me, but then after that, things got better. I'm starting to think that maybe Nobility are OP. That's what I've heard. Speaking of Dimmy, I've heard Nobility are OP. Oh my god, I need to decide what I'm doing about Thread. I've still got a ticket, and I've been saying I don't think I'm going to make it. But if I'm not going to make it, I need to shift that ticket. It's actually not even that long ago now. Not that far away, sorry. Straw poll, would folk be interested in a summer tournament with live music, beer, blood bowl in a field under a canvas? Do I have to camp? Optional, you could just not sleep. Yeah, I'm with Collie on the not that keen on camping. But also, isn't this very similar to what Thread's already doing? Okay, so like Thread but a team tournament. Team reroll goes in. They have base our ball carrier. GG. Yeah, I'm with Country Pistol. Is it close enough to a cheap hotel? I think is it close to a cheap hotel should probably be my #1 criteria for all Blood Bowl tournaments. Because that's what ends up costing the most money. And I get that's the perk of camping, actually, that you wouldn't maybe not have to spend money on a hotel. But yeah, that probably should be like the first question I ask. Okay, this is looking pretty bad. Looking pretty bad again. Maybe we should have brought this back instead of forwards. Because we can't now do what I wanted to do, which is dodge these out. I don't really want to dodge this, because if we fail this dodge, then we just give them the free score, whereas if we at least make them block us, they've got to roll some dice, but there's no... There's no other way we get 3, so it's like a 3+. I guess just like to do the maths on it. Like a 66% chance of making the dodge. And if we make that dodge, I think it's very unlikely they score. That probably is better than letting them hit us, because if they hit us, they've got 55% to knock us down. With a reroll makes it more like 80, I think. And then the 3+ to pick up. So I think, like, maths-wise, this is better just to do this. Maybe it makes sense to do that blitz first, because then at least we've taken out, then we take away our chance of scoring. Okay, good. That is good. Because now that, I feel like that's now pretty hard for them to sack and score. So at that point, we need to be 3 further forward to be just in scoring range, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we'll do that. Then let's take this 2 dice. Good. Fine. Yeah, Furion, that was the other player I was thinking about. It's just hard to know with no rerolls, right? Because on the one hand, that helps you, but 2+2+ is already pretty similar to rolling the 3+, and does it do as much as just rolling the 3+ does? Okay, so now they've got to use the reroll here. They do get us down. We stand firm because scatter out could hurt us. And now they've got to pick it up here and then throw it without a reroll. So it's pretty unlikely they score from here. Not impossible, but pretty unlikely. Some nobles, exactly. Am I enjoying them? I think I am. I don't know. I feel like I sort of want to enjoy nobles, which makes me enjoy them. Like I have a weird, twisted, like want for them to be fun. Dukes. Throwing the ball is no longer such a good play as it used to be. So punting the ball used to be totally a valid strategy with them, with any team. But, double skulls, they know definitely not scoring now. But they introduced this thing called wildly inaccurate, where if your pass attempt with modifiers, so if you're throwing a long pass, it's going to be probably -2 or -3. If your passing roll with modifiers is a 1, then instead of scattering from where you're aiming at, the ball scatters d6 squares in a random direction from where you're standing. So if we'd gone for that play from here, trying to punt up this way, we could have ended up throwing the ball back this way. So it's just too risky now with the wildly inaccurate. The chance of that really has made that punt idea, which used to be definitely like a really regular part of things, has made it seem like just always a bad idea now. But now, because it's our turn 8 and they've had their last turn, we can try the throw and just see if we get lucky. So what would that be if we try it from here? 3+ dodge, 3+ pickup. I'm guessing this is a 6. Or we could go 2-2 for the 5. I think with no rerolls. Oh, it's still a 6. Oh wow, their passing stat is 5+. So I think it would probably be best just to do that. I don't know if it's worth doing a block first. We have to do a rush there. We could get 2 dice on you, maybe. Probably worth doing. It's more likely to do something. Sadly, we can't get our thrower over here, so I think we now just say, let's roll some big numbers. We need a 3+, 3+, and then a 6 without any rerolls, and then we'd have a 3+ with a reroll for the catch. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Oh, it's not happening. See there, that's a wildly inaccurate pass. Because we had a -2 modifier, we rolled a 3. That effectively changed the dice to a 1. And so then it's wildly inaccurate. So instead of scattering from where we're aiming from, it just scattered from where we were, which, yeah, is very risky. But they are, I think we're on the same players because we're down 1, they're down 2, but they had a bench. But they are down a Black Orc, which is really nice for us. Mimi chat, just say thank you yesterday for the off-stream match. I had a lot of pressure playing against you despite your useless tree. Congratulations, it's really inspiring what you play. Thank you, Mimi chat. Were you the Skaven coach? I played a couple of games off stream yesterday. Yeah, that was a really fun game actually. Because with my failed pickup in the rain and then going 2-0 down, I thought I was in trouble. But I was like, you know what, I'm just going to push all out and see if we can turn this around. I definitely caught some luck. My touchdown before halftime. So you probably guessed, but I stuffed up before halftime. I thought after the timeout I had 1 turn, and I thought I had 2 turns, sorry, and I think I had 3 turns. So I threw a whole heap of dice to score on what I thought was turn 8. And I was really lucky that turn. And then I realised that there was still turn 8 to go because you got another line of scrimmage. So I definitely made some mistakes along the way. But it was a fun game. It was a fun game. And I'm, yeah, sorry for those bits where I did get that luckier dice. Right. Collie, I need you to throw some passes now, right? Superstar thrower cauliflower. I know you're here, Collie, so no ducking out of this. This is going to go really badly if they get a perfect defense. Thank you, you too. Okay, they did not get the perfect defense. That's good. Oh my god. Diddy dear man, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, Diddy dear man, catching the ball here on the line? Casual 6+ pass, 6+ catch. We really can't have you hanging on to, well, we are going to have you hanging on to that ball, but it's awkward. Can't have you doing a block, but we can have Talk doing a block, so we'll keep you there for now. Okay, good thing we didn't do the block with Diddy dear man. In some ways, if we can score on Diddy dear man, that's good because scoring on the bodyguards is great, but this is now a bit awkward. Good. Good. Nice power on a goblin. Aren't you streaming, Bloodborne? Thank you so much for the resub, Bloodborne. 21 months as one of the weirdos. Thank you. I don't know how you've done that while you're streaming, but Welcome. Hello, I'm new to Blood Bowl. Can you please give me tips for beating Skaven as Kislev? Well, Shamba, besides the fact that you're a big liar, I have some other concerns, such as where are you playing Kislev? Since they don't exist. You're playing Kislev in Total War. I'm not sure that I can give you any answers on that one, I'm afraid. Have you tried leaping over to sack their ball carrier? That's what I recommend. Nice pow. Nice KO. Thick skull. Not keeping these goblins around. This will only be a 1 dice, but those dodge animations when you're not actually dodging freak me out so often. I hate them. Okay, nice pow. Really nice armor break. We'll leg it over this way, I guess. Imperial Nobility offenses. This is my thing. So, like, I played Imperial Nobility in. Do you know? I think you should stand up. I probably should have done it right away. I played them in my local tabletop league, and I had a heap of fun with them. But my experience of Imperial Nobility was very much like defense is quite good because of all the stand firm and defend. Offense is just desperation. It's just literally like 8 turns, not even 8 turns. As many turns as you can survive of just rolling dice and hoping, because they're not good. They're not good at offense. So now I've got a 1 dice on one of these. I think probably this one, because then we can step out this way. And I don't know why I didn't push that there. That was silly. Okay. Gruff, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 24 months, one of the weirdos. How are you doing, Gruff? Oh, team reroll because the goblin hits the. I always want to call them peasants, but they're not peasants anymore. The Imperial Retainer thingamajig. That's good. They have still freed up this one Black Orcs. They're down 2 Black Orcs this turn, 1 on the drive, but this one being stunned. Definitely good news for us. They've only got 4 active Black Orcs. 2 of them have gone. This one may blitz here. Although Fend is kind of nice here because it means you use all of your movement by the time you've done the blitz. They may also blitz with this one and then just come and tag the ball here, I guess. Why do my kids let linemen not shoot their guns? Sorry for lots of questions. This is not a Total War stream. There may be someone in chat who knows Total War, can give you better advice. I've got a 1200 TV resurrection tournament coming up. I'm thinking Skaven because I'm an edge coach. 1200 TV, build your team as you want, including skills, secondaries, inducements. Wait, no skill ups? Wait, hang on. No, you said skills, but no skill ups. I'm a bit confused. Uh, I haven't played much Skaven in tournaments. I haven't played any Skaven in tournaments. I keep thinking I'd be curious to. Whenever I try Skaven in Blood Bowl 3, I never do as well with them as I feel like I should. To be honest. See, this is what I mean about the offense. I think this is just going to pure potato levels already. Like, we are just legging it and hoping we get away with that. Might as well try this 4+ dodge because it's not really doing anything where it is, so see if we get lucky. Dodges have been on point in this game. Dodges have been really good. So the entire plan here was basically, again, as I said in the last drive, Black Orcs are quite slow. Let's see if we can get behind them. And I feel like we're succeeding a bit here. Like, oh, I think they must have missed this dodge because otherwise that's quite a... Or, yeah, because they were never going to get to follow up on the POW because of stand firm. So I don't know if they just missed that was going to be a dodge afterwards. There's a dead lineman. Rip, whoever that was. Mr. Bopnot, thank you for your service. When you play them, it's Imperial Nobility. But yeah, that was basically the idea of pushing early was, look, if we can get away from the Black Orcs, we'll have a good time because we're not scared of goblins. Famous last words. By and large, we've done pretty well with that goal here, right? Like, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Black Orcs all over here. The ball's over here, so we've only got 1 Black Orc left to deal with where we are. Doesn't mean we're home and dry yet, because they have put that Black Orc on the ball, and we're going to have to roll some dice to do anything about it. But that was the goal, and I think it's gone okay. The problem, as I was saying before, though, is like this is, I feel like, just every Imperial Nobility offense, because they haven't really got good tools for offense until maybe if you level up some of the blitzers more. It's just like, thinking about, can I score on turn 8, all that stuff you like to do normally. It's just way too optimistic. It's just literally, can I do anything? Can I score? Is the extent of the ambition, and then get back on defense. Would a regular goblin team be too strong if you gave them blanket stab? It'd be fun. That would be a fun team, Darkholm. I think it probably would be too strong, although I don't know. I mean, against elves, that would be really powerful because you could just go into cages all the time and just stab the ball carriers. But against orcs, it would still be playing goblins against orcs, wouldn't it? Which would be probably pretty bad. I think we've got to do this. And then probably after that we'll get the chance to do that. Don't like that this is 2 rushes. If I hit this, I think that can save us a rush. Because even if you go here, we're still cancelling you out. So, no, it's still 2 rushes. If it had been a POW, it would have saved one. Oh dear, this is where it all goes wrong. Okay, there we got there, that's good. However, we didn't get the POW, so we're still in trouble, aren't we? Because now that's got to be red dice. I needed thee to be a POW so I get the assists. Oh, I should have pushed you there. At least I would have had one assist. That was dumb. Pushed the wrong square. It's taken me until now to work it out. But yeah, I've pushed the wrong square. Okay, so we're going to have to do another dodge. That was a really bad mistake, actually, looking at it now. Oh my god. I just dodged into the wrong square. Tree. I thought that was an empty square and it wasn't. So I just did a 4+ dodge when I didn't need to do it. And as a consequence, I've also still left myself in a tackle zone. What an idiot. Honestly. Like, just genuinely what an idiot I am. Do I dodge again or do I say, well, we got lucky and stop? Because... Jeez. Jeez. That was terrible. Good thing we didn't go for another one, hey. No, I'll leave that there and make them block it. Yeah, wakey wakey. That was so bad. Got away with it somehow. For now. I mean, I probably would have just scored if I'd made the dodge that I meant to make. So I may yet be punished for it. Brawler does not save them. I mean, they still get to stand that block on the ball, but it just doesn't knock us over, which is good. If they can knock this over, they can do a double rush hit on the ball. Just flexing, yeah. I wish. I wish it was all planned and not just me being an idiot. But good job, Diddy Dear Man, for saving me from my mistake. No power there is great. We will stand right where we are. We could get a 1 dice on this, but not now because I've used this one. Stand right where we are. I mean, you could still get a 1 dice, but it now requires a lot more dodges. Goes for the uphill. Does not get us. If they'd got that, then they would have cleared up a spot for... Okay, so yeah, this does actually make a path, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, now you've got double rush for 2 dice on the ball. Or does that block your own path? Oh, the fend blocks your path. The fend actually like stops this from being hit on the ball. 1, 2. Yeah. Good job, team, of being irritating in the ways we wanted to. But they do jam in a second block. Do we just score? Because we've done that now. We've freed it up. Giving the blocks 4 turns if we score now. No rerolls. They could be back on 11. We're on 9. If we don't, the risk if we don't really is just that the goblins all run around and sack the ball, because we're not going to be able to make this very safe from goblins. The Black Orcs are probably pretty easy to get away from. If we stood like over, we can even go over here because stand firm. It's pretty hard for the goblins next turn, I think. I think we can do one more turn like this. Can we? What if the goblins just mob us afterwards? I think we gotta try that. Stand you up. Stand you up. See if we can dodge and hit that one. Dodges remain very, very good. Still be an elf. No troll equals no throw teammate, yeah. I don't think we need to get to turn 16, I really don't. Because Black Orcs are not built for scoring quickly and they haven't got rerolls. But I was just wondering if maybe that was all Brawler saves them. If, yeah, giving them 4 turns might be too many. These blocks are going for distance. They're going for speed. They're going for stomping on our players. But Ham is too strong. See, they haven't blitzed yet, and if they get all the goblin dodges, they can... Oh, they failed the rush. They made a bunch of goblin dodges, then failed the rush. That is now going to make it easier to stall again, I think. So we can pop you in here. Punch that. Not knock it down. Fine, just push you further away. I just have this nightmare scenario in my head where this ends up basing us. And then we roll a 1 in 9 or something with the ball and don't manage to get our score at the end. Honestly, the dodging has been so good. The dodging has been way, way above what I think we should have been able to expect. Oh, just channel your inner elf and continue dodging. Yeah. Just keep being rude. Just keep being rude and dodging and doing elf things. Double skulls. And now I think we will get to turn 16 because there's not really any pressure on this. So everything has come up Millhouse here. Give Hammer 3 dice. Gets a power. Another KO. Another knockdown. It probably is safe to score now, but also it's also safe to stall because of how that all went. Nob's a great when 3+ becomes 3+. Refs having none of that. Poor Ullet Johnny getting trod on. Okay, so we can do a blitz and then we can score. Don't quad skull. Quad skulls aren't real. Nobody's ever rolled quad skulls. That's not a thing. Diddy dear man with the touchdown. We love touchdowns on bodyguards as well because guard on those is probably priority number 1 for the team. Yeah, I mean, I think we've just had much better dice than our opponent, haven't we? I mean, that is a not even good KO rolls for them. I think, unfortunately, we are going to have to put bodyguards on the line because it makes more sense to protect even this one because it's good random than players who we could just buy back. So the 2 bodyguards who have 3 SVP, they're safe. But the rookies, Boak and Ham, sorry. Yeah, no, if I was my opponent, I'd be a bit annoyed about it all. If I was my opponent, I'd be like, how has she not failed any of these dodges? And I can't even get my KO rolls and haven't even done that much damage. I mean, I got 1 kill and 1 seriously hurt. And even like we both did 1 surf. The surf we did has KO'd a Black Orc, which just, okay, just come back now, but was out until now. Whereas their surf didn't do anything. Wait, bodyguards do not have guard? What are they doing to that body then? It's a good question. It's because the real bodyguards in Blood Bowl are geese who shout honk and guard things. Could have made this a 3 dice, but I don't need to. Turn 16 foul incoming on Ham, who is just stunned. And the ref's not having it again. I wish I always got a ref like this and he's argued with, but when I'm playing against fouly teams. Oh, apparently I've just got a new achievement in Steam. Win a competition match with an Imperial Nobility team. Hey, there you go. I finally played some Nobility and got one. Hey, Diddy Dearman scores a touchdown, gets the MVP, will be our first guard player. That's exciting. That's exciting. Reach level 26 of the Season of Fright. And we've got something for an old world human blitzer. Oh no, we haven't got something for Imperial. Oh, look at that for timely. We've got something for Imperial Retainer linemen. Let's go and dress up our linemen. Timmy was right. Maybe that should be the stream title. So I can't remember if we talked about level ups on this team before. It's not even really much of a conversation when it comes to the bodyguards. Stand firm and wrestle just has such good synergy with guard that you want guard. I guess if you were being really greedy in this ladder with random skills, counting half, you could try randoming on the strength skills. Like Mighty Blow's pretty good. Grab might be kind of interesting together with the stand firm. Armbar not great, Brawler not great. Guard is your dream hit, multiple block is bad. Break tackle would have its uses for half price. Juggernaut, I think there's something you could do with one of these where you give it like Juggernaut and Frenzy and turn it into something weird, but it's not like the normal build for them. I don't hate Thick Skull on them for half price because it's half price and their main job is hanging around and getting in the way. But I just think Guard is so important. You just need to be paying some full price for Guard. They're so good with Guard. It's a bit like the Wraiths on the Necromantic team. It's just one skill that makes them really good right away. I didn't do it, but actually with 6 SVP, the other option, I guess, would have been to random on the secondaries. For secondaries, I think they have some interesting options on the agility. Catch is bad, but diving tackle goes well with stand firm. The next two are bad. Defensive goes great once they've got guard. Guard defensive is a very nice combination for them. Dodge is amazing. Stand firm, wrestle, dodge. So annoying to play against. Just so incredibly good at getting in the way. Safe pair of hands, terrible. Sprint, sure feet, sidestep. Well, sprint, sure feet, definitely bad. Sidestep, still pretty bad. But I guess there's something fun about a sidestep stand firm piece because you can choose which to use in different situations. Jump up is very good. So I think you've got diving catch, terrible. Oh, I think you've got like on the agility table, if you wanted to random it, I think you've got 4 really good hits. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, all really good. Defensive is a bit of a pain because it's only going to be really good once you get guard as well, but it will be really good once you've got guard as well. So I think you've got three immediately good ones and 1 that will become very good. So if you were going to random, I think you definitely could make a case for doing random agility first until you hit some of these, because those 4 skills will definitely do work for you. But yeah, I wanted some guard. We've got some guard. I'm happy with that. We're going to be down 1 player at the moment for next game. We could replace it, but we'd still only be on 11. So I think we keep hold of that bank. Because also I think in the long run we are going to save up for that ogre. So I think for now we will just sit tight there. So yeah, that was game number 2 of the Imperial Nobility run. If you are watching on YouTube and enjoy the content, please do hit that like and subscribe.